Okay, so I had this issue on GitHub. A user was asking, how do I see the current temperature of the steam heater? And I'm explaining to him you can do this with new layout editor and the text item, but I'm actually not quite sure how to do it. So I'll even try and show you guys. So first of all, you want your web browser to look at Decenza. So we go into the history tab, and here we can see the IP address that the machine is currently. You need to enable this server here, and then you can connect to it through a browser. So it's 208. So in the here we go to 192.168, blah 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 blah, 208. Yeah, I'll leave this one, whatever. And in here we now have the option to use the layout editor. So this is basically showing the layout of your home screen. So it's basically saying here you have the top bar left. I have nothing in that. If I put something in here, let's just say I put flush here, then you'll see how flush is now added to the top left. And if I remove the flush, it goes away. So now you can edit your home screen in real time. For example, we can move the whole thing up or down using these buttons. And we can, here we have these three: temp, water, and connection. These are the default ones, but we can add a custom one. And it can be tricky, but let me show you. So here we want to add the steam heater. Oh, no, that was just steam button. That's not what I want. Press this little red button here to remove it and add instead so the spacer and the text are, the spacer adds space. So if I add a spacer here, the space now pushes, I'm pointing on my machine, but obviously I can't do that. But the space is now on the right here, which means that it'll basically fill up spaces. If I move this one step to the left, the space is now in between these, right? Again, if I add another spacer and move that left, then we'll have the three separated here. Now, if I want to pull them further together, I can add two more spacers and move one to the very left, and then we'll have the icons with space. So we have space here. I'm pointing again. We have space to the left, then the temperature thing, then the spacer, then the water level, another spacer, and the online status. So I'm just gonna get rid of these spacers again, but I think it helps to explain what's going on. So I'm going to here add a text, because the text thing is super flexible. It can do a gazillion things. So to edit the text one, you hold down on it for a long time, and then it opens up here. And what we want, so here we have, this is CSS window, so here you can type anything that's CSS. There are some buttons to help, but it's not perfect. It'll work though. And then we have, so if I just type text, we now see that we have text up there. This is the text, so this, when I press enter, I suppose, should, oh, it only updates when I close this one, when I save this. So here, this is the text, right? But I have variables from the machine here. We have temperature, steam, pressure, bar, blah, blah, blah. Steam is the one we're looking for. So I click steam, I click save, and now we have the steam temperature here. But we should add some formatting to it. So there are different ways we can do this. Where is my, my AI button is missing. That's annoying. Because in the real interface, actually, let's see if I can do it here. On the machine, if you go to the layout and we press on this text and hold, we now have an Ask AI here. So what we can do is we can actually ask the AI to do this for us. Oh, whoa. So the way this works, let me just type first. Make this temperature size 48. Orange at a temperature icon. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm writing a prompt for an AI, and with this I can basically, let's see if I can remove the keyboard here. Yeah, that goes. Now I can ask AI, and when I do, nothing happens because, oh, that's annoying. Did I not set up my AI? So I'm actually gonna just go back to the web browser and check if I've not set up my AI in this machine. So here we go into the, what is that called? Shell history, API keys. Called? It doesn't have a key. I can't do this. With you guys looking, can I? Why does it not have a key though? None of them do. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, give me a second to find my key. Here it is. I prefer Cloud, so I'm going to install the Cloud one. Let's see if it's, yeah, that should work. So now we should be able to go back to the machine, and it should now show up in here. Let's just check. I don't know what happens if I just save this. Maybe I'm not getting, yeah, I'm getting the whole thing on the screen. That's fine. Did we set up the key? Yes, we did. So now we can go back into layout, edit the text again, and now ask AI. Let's see what it's doing. So now we're sending off this prompt that I wrote to AI, and it's now added this stuff, and here you can see how it shows. Unfortunately, it's showing the wrong target temperature, so let's see if we can fix that. I don't know if it has access to the target temperature. See if this works. I'm honestly not sure if I exposed the right target temperature. Remove the keyboard. Now it's just saying the current temperature, but I guess that's okay. So if we click save here and go back, we've now added the steam temperature. And the way it's been added basically is that, as you can see, a long press on text again. So here it basically sets, using CSS, the color, the font size, the font weight to be bold, a small icon that it invented, I don't know where that came from. Then the steam temperature variable, which comes from here, and then closing all the CSS and setting up the small gray text underneath. So this now shows the steam temperature that someone was asking for, with a small icon and everything, so that's kind of neat. You can also write the CSS yourself if you know what you're doing, or if you don't have an AI API key. Or, yeah, you can do a lot of things with this. So, oh, you can also make buttons, by the way. So we can try again, turn this one into a button. So I long press again, and here we have actions. And if you select an action, such as, what makes sense, task scale. If we wrote some text that said task scale, and we selected task scale as an action, it's now a button. And when I click this button, it scales, it task the scale. So that's quick intro. Sorry, my dog is going crazy. That's a quick introduction to how the UI editor and the sorry, the, what's it called, layout editor works and how you can use the text. I hope this helps.